710 ESPN Seattle presents
The Calabro Show warm-up, powered by the law offices of Heidi Hunt.
All right, welcome to the warm-up. Kevin Calabro and the go-to guy, Jim Moore. I saw Jim today as I was cruising into work. I saw flashing lights, police action going on at the nearby Marriott. And I cruised by the hotel, and there is the Go Cougs plate. And I thought there could only be one man in a pickup truck with Go Cougs. It's a guy I work with Monday through Friday. It's got to be the go-to guy. Sure enough, it was. Then I immediately text him, "Are you going to jail? If so, we need to make some other plans for the show." Well, you can see he's not in jail.
I almost swung into Azteca before I came over today. I was going to get a shot of bourbon or something. God, it's that fucked up. That's how bad I felt about it. Yeah, Seattle Police Department out there doing their job. That's impressive stuff right there.
It was a police action. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've got an auxiliary medicine cabinet over there. Brady Henderson's desk. All right, we're past the bad. We're on to the good in a moment. Welcome back to the warm-up. Kevin Calabro and the go-to guy, Jim Moore. Did you watch that slugfest last night? Washington and Seattle getting at it on the hardwood. Wow! I thought it was a terrific game to watch. It was actually exciting. I was expecting a blowout.
That was too.
Yeah.
I thought the Huskies were going to win by 20, and pleasantly surprised to see Seattle U not only keep it close, but they almost won. I mean, they had a couple shots at it. I was vocal in my support of Seattle U. I was disappointed when those shots didn't go in that would have taken the lead, and to the point that my wife had to yell down to me to quiet down because the kids were in bed.
Wow, it was that loud down in the coop room last night.
Yeah, see, they're still the Chieftains to me. I keep wanting to call them the Chieftains, but politically correct, they're the Red Hawks.
Well,
pulling for the Red Hawks.
I kind of like the name Chieftains, I'll be honest with you. Just like the Marquette Warriors.
Is Red Hawks that much better than Chieftains?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Well, it's more politically correct. Just like, what do they call Marquette now? The Golden Eagles?
Rather than they used to be the Warriors.
Marquette Warriors. What's wrong with the Warriors? Are terrific. And it doesn't single out any specific ethnic or aboriginal group. It's just Warriors. It's just Chieftains. Okay. We could probably have that argument today here on the big broadcast, but we won't. So what did that do for Washington, you think, last night? From my mind, it was a beatdown. There were a lot. I was talking to Shannon Dreher. She covers the games for us here on 710 ESPN Seattle. She said these guys were beat up after the game. Washington, Roten, sore, walking around like the mummy. Wilcox took some big-time shots last night as they prepare for Washington State this weekend. But it's going to get more physical, believe me, as Pac-12 play progresses. I think this game was good for them because it exposed some things that they need to work on. First and foremost, attacking full court pressure. They weren't very good last night.
Oh, they just looked like, I don't know what this, they looked like a high school team that wasn't drilled in, how to break a press. It was weird. I mean, I was surprised how many passes were intercepted by the Red Hawks, and I didn't get that at all.
Balls thrown away.
I just didn't get that at all. It just seems like a team like the Huskies they've got some good ball handlers, don't they? They've got some good passers. How they had so much trouble with that is beyond me, but and it continued, and we talked about that pass that Roten made into the dog pack was unbelievable.
Well, look.
And the thing is, the Huskies, people are going to keep fouling them, aren't they? I mean, because they can't shoot free throws.
When you're shooting 65% as a team from the free throw line, you better believe it. And you hit it on the head yesterday. If Roten gets into the paint, you got to go get him. You got to go get him. A good hard foul, make a play on the ball, so it's not an intentional, now known as a flagrant foul, but it gives you 2 free throws in possession during the course of the game. But yeah, you're right.
The other thing with Roten, if you foul him, not only do you have a chance of him missing at the line, although he shot pretty well for him, right? 12-18. He looked good the last 4 or 5. But he just strikes me as being the kind of kid, too, if you start roughing him up a little bit, he's going to get out of his game a little bit, maybe?
I think all of them you could say that about when you talk about the Washington Huskies. And last night, Seattle Red, I'm looking at the Red Hawks and I'm thinking, how has this team only won 3 games this year with this kind of effort? Trying to put teams away. I mean, they only lost to, a really good Virginia team. A good Virginia team. It's ranked in the top 20. That's one, I think, had won like 11 or 12 in a row. They only lose to Virginia by, I think, what was it, 6 points?
Well, doesn't it lead you to believe that they don't give that kind of effort every night?
That's the only conclusion I can come to, not having seen them play night in and night out. I mean, Utah Valley State, Utah State, these are games they've got to win if they're going into the WAC next year. You bring that kind of performance, that kind of effort, that kind of coaching, I might add, to those games on a regular basis, and you're going to win more than 3 games all year. And one of those wins against the Evergreen State Fighting Gooey Ducks. Let's not forget. That's good for the RPI, Jim.
Oh.
Good for the RPI. Gooey Ducks,
yeah.
RPI through the ceiling. All right. We got more for you today at 3 here on 710 ESPN Seattle.